Guys, we need to have a chat here because the S&P posted a red week, the Nasdaq posted a red week, Bitcoin a 5% red week, but Polygon Matic is having a 7% week in the green. What is going on? We need to cover off exactly what is going on for Polygon Matic plus Bitcoin and the key levels. Let's get straight into it. Oh man, so Bitcoin on track to register a 5% red week, but Polygon Matic has just posted 6 green weekly candles in a row. It is now up 70% in 6 weeks, and this is already a project which did pretty well last year. It was the outstanding performer through the bear market, but is continuing to show great strength here in the market. We're going to cover off the key levels, where I think this could go, and also what are the key levels to look out for. We'll also take a look at the Bitcoin chart because Bitcoin is today flat. Polygon Matic up almost 4% here on the day. What is going on? Are we set for a major pullback from the bears because we're reaching a critical level on the Bitcoin chart? But can Polygon Matic somehow ignore those bears like it has been doing over the last couple of weeks here? Loads to get through. Smash the likes. Don't forget to subscribe. If you're looking for an exchange to trade with, check out the links in the description to Bybit or BitGet. Those are the 2 exchanges I use. If you're a US viewer, then BitGet is the one for you without the need for a VPN. Definitely check those out. Let's start off here on the weekly chart for Bitcoin. And we need to understand, what have we just had? Well, when we started the year, we had a small green candle, up 3% on Bitcoin, a crazy green candle, up 22% on Bitcoin, and this, by the way, is why you never want to be out of the market. You could be a genius. You could have predicted the whole bear market. Could you have told me that exactly the week commencing on 9th of January 23 is going to be a 22% pump, followed by the week after another 8%? If those 2 weeks you were out of the market, you missed out on 30% pump on Bitcoin, okay? Insane. Then add the week after, it's another 5%. So 4 powerful weeks to start the year. We've covered that off, but now we've had 2 negative weeks pretty much register here. This candle's closing today in about 11 hours, but it looks set to be a red candle. So 2 negative candles, bring out the EMA ribbon, and it makes a lot of sense, right? We've been covering this for a while now. We're running into our EMA ribbon. The bears are having none of it, and they're stepping forward. But they're not stepping forward for everything. Oh no, because look at Polygon Matic's first similar chart, the exact same weekly chart. Look where this is versus its EMA ribbon. And this is hugely symbolic, because this is now not only 4 weeks ago it closed above its EMA ribbon, the next week it stayed above it, and now this big candlestick breaking through it, it's well above it. And this is very different to many other projects. Even if we take a look at Phantom, what have you seen happen here on Phantom? Phantom had a crazy run, right? It had a crazy run, better than the Polygon Matic run, but where is it relative to its trend? It's getting a bearish engulfing candle. We covered this off yesterday, right? This is a bearish pattern. It's showing that, oh look, Bitcoin's in trouble. We best retrace as well and pull back, okay? Because they're going to follow the wider market. But how is it, and we can look at some other coins. Let's look at BNB, right? Close to its EMA ribbon. Let's look at Ethereum, rejected by its EMA ribbon. How is it that something like Polygon Matic is going and doing this? Now we have to zoom out and say, okay, what money did you put in the bank, right? Polygon Matic was doing work throughout 2022. It had its run up through 2022 as well. It got a lot of attention when other projects were not managing to get any attention. They were doing really good biz dev work. On top of that, they're riding this layer 2 narrative. Remember, going in towards this layer 2 narrative, a lot of people thought, oh, we're not going to need layer 2s after ETH 2.0 and when they move over to proof of stake. Well, a lot of that is starting to change as well. People started understanding, hang on, this is not going anywhere. You can see Polygon Matic here on this weekly chart is in a very, very firm uptrend now. Even if it wants to pull back, you're looking at pulling back down to these kind of 91 cents. You can see I've got horizontal support here on the weekly chart at $1.05. That would be a beautiful buy if we get that. But when you're sitting here at 129 and producing weeks like we're seeing here on Polygon Matic, you have to ask yourself, when are those opportunities going to come? Now, if you look at my Fibonacci extensions, excuse my very messy lines, but swing low here to swing high gives you a Fibonacci golden pocket, which is what I want to focus on here, of $1.94 to $2 range on Polygon Matic. That is a comfortable level for me to retrace to. Whilst that's a comfortable price target for me to set on my portfolio for Polygon Matic, I'm also looking at the 0.38 mark, where you can see $1.32 is very, very important resistance. If Polygon Matic is going to clear this level, it can have a much nicer run up to 163, which is the 50% Fibonacci ratio. If none of this is making sense in terms of Fibonacci ratios, what do they mean? ejars.uk/TA. Yep, I've made my TA course available completely free. Head and Shoulders pattern, EMA ribbon. If everything I'm saying here sounds like I'm speaking a completely different language, Give yourself a few hours to work through that course. It's completely free, won't be free forever, and you'll be caught up knowing everything that I'm going through here. People charge tens of thousands of dollars I've seen for this type of stuff, guys. And I learned it in traditional finance. It took me 10 years to pick this up from professionals, and I've packaged it all into a course for you, and it's free. So that's what I'm looking at here. This is a very important level. I don't want anybody to ignore this level on Polygon Matic. And let's zoom in. What do we see now here on the daily chart? On the daily chart, you see you bounce from this trend line, and you've gone and tested this previous peak. This is the November peak when it ran up. But look where it got rejected from, that same horizontal level, 131. 131, 132, bunch of resistance from this level, okay? Very important. Bring out the EMA ribbon, and it's very extended over its daily EMA ribbon, right? But it could come down and test its EMA ribbon before trying another attempt at 131. Now, the unknown is, will this continue to decouple from Bitcoin? Will this continue to manage to post positive weeks when Bitcoin's having negative weeks like it has for the last 2 weeks? And this is really good signs for an altcoin. For an altcoin to be able to post green weeks when Bitcoin is down shows that this is not the standard trader mentality or the risk on, risk off mentality. This is showing that the people who are buying Polygon Matic in these weeks are serious investors. Hold up, are you tired of worrying about the security of your cryptocurrency transactions? In this crazy world that is crypto, protecting and preserving our digital assets is everything. And for that reason, I partner with NordVPN, the best VPN service for crypto traders. With NordVPN, you can be sure that your online transactions are completely secure and your identity is hidden from prying eyes. Their military-grade encryption technology makes sure that no one can access your data, even on public Wi-Fi networks, so you can trade with complete peace of mind anywhere, anytime. Guys, seriously, don't risk your hard-earned crypto and NFTs for the price of a coffee each month. They've also offered a free month and up to 60% off their plans. Oh, and they've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. Guys, seriously, it's a small price to play for a rapid, safe VPN. Definitely check it out. Link is in the description. ejars.uk/NordVPN. And let's get back into this video. Whether they're retail or institution, but they're serious, they're people who understand their portfolio, they're generally long-term holders, and they've identified that there's a gap in their portfolio with layer 2 scaling solutions, and they need to top up. Incidentally, we made a similar video. Go check here. I'm going to link up the video where I said I'm buying these layer 2 scaling solutions. Now, fortunately, things like Polygon Matic I've been accumulating for many years. So my part of my portfolio with Polygon Matic is well built out. But there are other layer 2 solutions which you can also place a sensible bet on, and I go through that in that video, so make sure you check that out. So what we're seeing here is the buying that's happening behind Polygon Matic is definitely sophisticated and definitely long-term based, because it's not just moving with the wind, right? It's moving with precision because people feel they need to top up. That said, very important resistance. Do look out for that at 131. If we do get rejected, do not be surprised to see this come closer back down to 104, which would present a really nice dip buy where maybe I'm going to have to allocate a little bit more if we do clear this level. Incidentally, if we can break through this level, what are you looking at after that? Well, I just mentioned, right? 148, there's some horizontal support, but really, if you look at the 50% Fibonacci level, that brings you up here to 163. Really, 163 is what I would be looking at if we can clear some of these levels here. Now, that's going to depend on Bitcoin. What's Bitcoin doing? Well, I think here, what we're seeing here is a little bit of a relief rally, right? If we come here into the 4-hourly chart, you will know that we broke down from this ascending broadening wedge. We spoke about this, we covered it, we saw it coming, no surprise whatsoever. I even gave you the price target, say, guys, watch out around 21,600. That is where the support can come in. And hey, look, we're getting a little bit of support. Do I think this support is going to hold and we're just suddenly going to go back to the moon? Chances not. Chances are this is just hanging there while the bears just have a little bit of a cooling off before they try to push us down to the next significant levels back down at 20,600 range. That's the horizontal support. That's a very key level with a lot of volume at it, and the bears will want to try to do that. Remember, I just showed you the weekly chart. They've still got more work to do to bring us away from that weekly EMA ribbon. So they're going to go for another push. But the bulls will want to turn this around and get back into this wedge, which is not going to be easy. And really, what they should just focus on is trying to create higher highs and higher lows, even if it's something like this, and just work your way out of this mess. Incidentally, What headwinds or tailwinds do we have coming this week? Well, we've got the CPI reading. Yes, on the 14th, we've got the CPI reading. We will be covering it off. Remember, the weightings have changed. So we will go through that, whether it's tomorrow or the day after. But on the 14th, we will be going through that together on a live stream. Make sure your notification bell is on, because sometimes YouTube does not notify you. So very important. That's the main crux of this week, is that CPI reading. And that could set the direction for Bitcoin and the wider market. Let's take a quick look at Phantom as well. A lot of people asking me here about Phantom. Similar thing. Phantom managed to create some support. Look where it created the support. 42 cents. Why is that not a surprise? Why is that level not a surprise? Because we've already got it here. We already know that's the previous peak. It's testing it around that green line, which I've got drawn there. And also, look where it's getting rejected. Again, no surprise, 49 cents, this green line. This is going to be the line it needs to reclaim. The bulls will need to reclaim this if they want to work their way up. But the bears could be doing exactly what I said is happening on Bitcoin, calling off, letting the bulls have it for a bit and saying, we're going down to the next level, which could be 38. And if they retest that on the backside, they could be trying to trip you down to 30 cents. I don't think that's going to be particularly easy. I don't think it's going to happen overnight, but that is the path that the bears will want to set. Let's bring out the EMA ribbon on the 4 hourly, and you can see exactly what I'm saying. It's just retesting its EMA ribbon, which is where the bears are going to step up and try to push you down. So try to avoid chasing these green candles. These showing a little bit of green. Everybody's getting excited because it's gone from 41 all the way up to 48, which is great if you're a trader. But if you're long-term holding this, do not fret about this kind of stuff. It's a relief rally. More likely the bears are going to try to continue the move. If we now then head up to the daily, you're going to see exactly what's happening, which is we're now going into our daily EMA ribbon here on Phantom. Now, this is where the bulls will need to step up in the daily EMA ribbon. If they don't want a prolonged period to the downside, if they don't want to visit 38 cents and then 30 cents and lose the daily EMA ribbon, which they've held ever since the year started pretty much, they need to step up here in its EMA ribbon and push through and create a higher high, right? This could all be one nice major pullback, and then it can go post its next leg up and push through 68 cents. So that's still in play. But again, you zoom up one more time frame and you're reminded that in the macro time frame, in the big time frame, we are still bearish, and this is a bearish engulfing candle trying to throw us back down to the downside, and it's going to be led by Bitcoin. There's the state of the market here on this Sunday. Let me know, what are you doing this week in the market? Will you be playing the CPI reading? Will you be trading? Will you be looking to accumulate on any pullbacks? One thing I know is I much prefer adding when we're seeing this kind of pullback in the market. There was so much greed, so much froth. The prices were going crazy, and this is now your first serious pullback into your daily EMA ribbon. If the weekly EMA ribbon can start pulling back a little bit more, then I'll be nibbling even harder on some of my favorite plays. Guys, don't forget to check out the TA course, echarts.uk/TA. Thanks for watching. Smash all the likes. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.